He's also going to let you know who the salutatorian and valedictorian of academic achievement are for this class. And then we'll have a few remarks, and then for those of you that graduated, we will have you come up and we'll give you a few more instructions on how to do that here in just a moment. Steve Bartkus, Brian Brown, and Kaiser Wickeper have not checked out yet. Yeah. If you could check out, Brian would be greatly appreciative. He said, okay, at this time, we'll turn it over to the Dean of Students, Mr. Matthew Cruz.
All right, first things first, everyone passed. All right. Sweating out one or two, but we're all good. So, couple quick questions we'll go over that a few people missed. All items sold as antiques vary in value by condition. If you operate an auction house, all records of transactions and consignments should be stored in another location, a duplicate location. So it could be the cloud, it could be an actual paper storage, or it could just be wherever. But if your auction house burns down or your office burns down, in theory, you should have some other copy of your stuff available. And I don't care about that one. Which of the following items needs to be addressed at the contract signing for a real estate auction? So this is when you're signing the contract with the seller. Maybe I'll make that more clear on a future deal. But you need to collect marketing money at that time because the buyer we don't know, the appraisal we don't know, and the survey may or may not happen. 77 real estate parcels are often auctioned subject to all the following except. So accurate survey, crop harvest, and title work are all normal. Buyer selling their house is a contingency we do not want to go down the road of. And how in the world did people miss this? Title insurance guarantees title to the buyer. And the last one that enough people missed, which I don't understand. All the following activities are permitted in an absolute auction except the auctioneer bidding on behalf of the seller. So you can't do that in a no reserve auction. All right. One little housekeeping thing. When you come across the stage, we'll announce everyone and hand you your diploma. John will take a photo here with you, and then you'll come down and I will give you a folder with your number on it. In this folder, the number one thing that you care about in life is this certificate of completion. Don't lose it. Don't send your only copy to the state and then ask me for another one. I will give it to you, but I'll be upset. Plus, you have to do it digitally anyway, so you just take a photo or scan it and upload it. But this is what you need in order to get licensed. So make sure it has your right name on it. Then depending on the state that you're in, we may have a study guide that will help you pass your state exam. If you're in Ohio, I will upload tomorrow the Ohio law class, the 1-hour class that you should watch. The outline will be in this folder, and then there's another outline of 4 pages that talks about the tests and how you have to write a contract and the 11 things you have to have on that, etc. The Indiana one is a little more extensive, so there's a lot of stuff you should read through. Then there's a practice test in here, and the answers are in the back. So this is a good thing to go. So you should read your state law, every state, before you take your state exam. And then if you're in Indiana, go through the practice test like 2-3 days before you go take the test. If you have not done so in any state, Monday, tomorrow, you need to make sure that you register to take the test. In Ohio, they're a little weird because they give the test every month. You have to do it 15 days ahead of time, but you can't do it 30 days ahead of time. It's got to be in that 15 to 30-day window. In Indiana, again, you should be able to just get online, and everybody should be able to take the exam, which should be the second Wednesday of January, which, whatever that is. But you need to get that done soon. All right. One final thing then. So obviously, as we're sitting around class here at the student auction, et cetera, we see different levels of bid calling that people have. But what we do not see is levels of testing scoring that some of the students have in the class. So the second highest score in this class, with a 280 out of 300 possible points, is student number 7, Joe Grizzle. If you want to come up.
Right in the middle, in the middle. Is that salutatorian?
Yes, that was the second highest score, and the highest score in the class with a 281, 1 point higher, was student number 6, Gabriel Miller.
Okay, yep, now step in, we'll do one with all three of you. Not sure what's going on up here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
So if you want to know your score, I have it, and I will tell you what you got on the last test and the total if you so desire. So we're going to kind of kick off the rest of the graduation ceremony here before dinner. So again, we appreciate each and one of you selecting Reppert's as your auction school pre-licensing provider. We think you made the right choice and came to the best school in America, or the world for that matter, by far. So we want to continue to be a resource for you. So our Reppert Global site, obviously you've used. Continuing education will be available on there. We are working on doing some other things to continue to upload and put other information in there. So just pay attention to that. But we want to continue to be a resource for you here at Reppert's. We are, as our one tagline says, educating you for success, and that doesn't end today. We want to try to make sure that you are successful in your auction business. That's our purpose and our goal. So if you haven't done so, make sure you've joined or requested to join our Reppert Global Facebook page, which is the private page where you can post stuff and ask questions, and past graduates and instructors are in there, and we'll give you a little bit more feedback. Sometimes some of the open auctioneer forums get a little petty and down into the weeds, and we want to rise above that and try to be positive in our page and just help people along and understand people are at different levels and everybody doesn't know everything, and that's okay. So join that, and again, if you have any issues or questions, feel free to contact us. And again, we're planning on doing reunions like this every December. So in the future, if you want to come back, we'd love to have you, and enjoyed meeting each and every one of you. So thank you.
Before I share a few comments, I'm just kind of sorting all of my bid calling finalist envelopes. Smells good. I'd like to share three things with you students and for myself and for everybody. Number one, auctions matter and auctioneers matter. My core value in life is freedom, and auctions, and therefore us as auctioneers, represent the quintessential free market enterprise method of transfer and sale, which are auctions. And as we think about that, I want you to remember each and every day, each and every auction, each and every opportunity for an auction, that what we're doing is not just a career, but it is something that represents the American dream, the aspiration. We think of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which our great founding documents share. The initial draft was life, liberty, and property. And through negotiations, that ended up with the pursuit of, because we weren't guaranteeing property, but property rights are one of the most important things that we have here in our country. And so we're representing people and their property, and so it's very important. Number two, we have a unique opportunity to provide solutions in life's challenging situations. And we think of auctions as fun. Those of us that are in hobby-based things like collectibles, and you think of wealthy people who, it doesn't matter. But most of the time, and so many times, we're representing our sellers in the cases of death, in the cases of divorce, and business failure or challenges. And as we represent those people, we need to remember that whatever auction we're doing, whichever seller we're dealing with, it's probably the most important thing at their life in that time. And we are the ones entrusted with that. And I'm grateful for the opportunities I've had in life, and my dad encouraged me to go work for an expired food auction in Kendallville, Indiana when I graduated. I didn't even know there was such a thing. And so I got the opportunity, got to call some bids, and it was fascinating as a week after week kind of built relationships with these folks who didn't want to be on food stamps and were trying the best they could to provide for themselves and their families by finding the cheapest possible food they could get because they couldn't afford to go to Walmart or Kroger. And you're like, man, what we're doing is literally providing literal food for these folks on a weekly basis. And we've had great opportunities to sell expensive things, but that's what I remember. And I want you guys to remember that. The third thing is this is, in my opinion, the most fulfilling career that you can have. Partially, and a big reason, the first two things I just shared for that, but there are so many things that we get to do. It's exciting, it's different, but the fulfillment you get to work hard for someone else, earn a living, and have the excitement and fun of auctions, I think is the most fulfilling career that you can have. So I'm blessed to have been given the opportunity to think about it, as have you, and I've chosen it by being in this auction school. You have begun to explore at least choosing it, so I hope that you do. We want to learn and know of your successes in your auction career. Having this reunion, watching even not just the folks who graduated years and years ago come back, which is awesome. I love it. But to see some of our more recent graduates come back here and even be in the bid calling competition is awesome. I mean, it feels great. It is great. And I encourage all of you to continue working hard and doing that. So thank you personally for joining not just the Reppert family, but joining the family of auctioneers and auctions. Before we do our diploma ceremony, we've saved the best for last. So we would like the President Emeritus of Reppert, one of the folks who's dedicated much of his auction career to giving back to us, and not just here at Reppert, but around the country and around the world. So to have our closing comments, my favorite father, President Emeritus, Senator Dennis Cruz.
Thank you very much. I graduated here 61 years ago, and my career's been excellent overall, and being an auctioneer has been one of the biggest privileges of my life, and I hope that it will be yours as well. I think you have made a good choice here in beginning by coming to Reppert, and all of you graduating here tonight, or this afternoon yet, I guess. And so I would want to challenge each one of you as you leave here and pursue your career that you will be a person of integrity and that you will be honest in your dealings and uphold things in a righteous way in your dealings with other people. That doesn't cost you anything. Doing what's right is free. You just have to decide that's what I want to do in life. And that'll advance you probably about as much as anything, as if you treat people really well and you're honest in your dealings. That will build a reputation for you so you can grow your business and people want to do auctions with you. So when you get to the point where people are calling you to have an auction instead of you calling them to have an auction, you have reached a new level in your auction career. So as you grow in your business and your business expands and you finally get to a point where people are starting to call you, you can kind of sit there and think, oh, this is pretty good. I don't have to go out and beat the bushes to get somebody to have an auction. They're actually calling me now. And so that's really kind of good when you get to that point. Another thing is that you can have unlimited opportunities and income as an auctioneer. So I often say you can look up into the sky, and that's really big and far away, and you can dream as big as you want, and you can achieve as big as you can in the auction business. And so I would hope that each one of you will have those kind of aspirations and goals and plans that you will succeed and do well in your life as an auctioneer. Most of you are not full-time auctioneers as graduates here, so there is a point in time when you are going to have to probably make a decision, when will I quit my current income and when will I rely on auction income? And that's going to be different for each one of you. So you want to make a wise decision that you're ready and you think your auction business will carry your income before you give up your current income. But if you're really going to succeed as an auctioneer, at some point, you're going to have to step out in faith and say, this is the time for me. I'm going to quit my other job or whatever, and I'm going to be a full-time auctioneer. That's when you have the best opportunity to succeed. And so we want each one of you to kind of evaluate. I would say at least once a year you should have a personal evaluation of your business, where you've done the last year or two and what you plan on doing the next year, and just kind of sit down. This time of year, around Christmas, New Year's time, is a good time just to sit down at least once a year and say, you know, where do I want to go? Where have I been? What's happening in my career? And just kind of see some checkpoints of maybe, oh, I need to do better here, or I got to quit doing this, or I need to do this. And just make those changes in your life. It's going to help you advance the auction business. And we have an auction business of what I call energy. So this is an energized auction business. It's people like listening to auctioneers and they enjoy being at auctions. And so always remember that when people come to your live auctions, you want them to have a good time, to enjoy it, and have fun at your auctions. And so don't make it a drag for people, but make it a fun opportunity for them to come. That's one of the detriments of the online business, is a lot of the people don't have that opportunity to be with us face to face. And so you have to do things the best you can in building that through the internet and through maybe some type of a televised ad or whatever on your internet site. Well, you're about ready to receive your diploma here tonight, so I appreciate each one of you and choosing Reppert's and being able to be a graduate here tonight. And I pray for each one of you to do the best you can. To be the best, you need to learn from the best. So you've had some really good instructors here, but keep learning from the best. And part of that is going to your state auctioneer associations, your national auctioneers associations, seminars, things that are special for auctioneers. Go to those things to help continue to build your knowledge and actually a sense of inspiration to move forward in your career. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a very good evening here tonight with our dinner and our contest. Thank you.
All right, at this time, you will be receiving your diplomas. Congratulations again on graduating. The Dean of Students will read off your names, possibly in sequential order. We shall see. So if you are an early number, you might want to start preparing over here. We'll have you walk up here. We'll stop in the middle. We'll take a photo as I hand you the diploma. And when you walk off, Matthew has some of those materials that he mentioned. And after we are done with this, we will then go into just a couple quick items as we prepare for dinner. And once everybody's gone through getting their food and is kind of prepared for that, which that'll be over here, we'll give more instructions. We'll have a nice time of food and fellowship for a few minutes. Then we'll have the Hall of Fame induction and then the finals. So at this time, we will listen to the dean and get ready for our diplomas. For those of you who want to do some photos, maybe with a classmate, or if you got friends or family, we can do that right after dinner, which we are ready to do. Tim, where's Timothy? Tim, are we good to pray? All right. We have a special honor, I understand. Does that sound correct, Josh? Special honor today. Before we have Senator Cruz somewhere is going to pray for our meal. Just before that, we would like him to introduce someone, and we'll have a special treat just before prayer. Once we pray, the food is back here, so please remember to take your plates with you. Otherwise, you'll have to come back and get them. So after the prayer, we will have Tim dismiss you by tables, so he'll come around and let you know so we don't have a stampede to the dinner table, but we'll get through that pretty quickly. We have some great food, some delicious pies, so we'll look forward to that. All right, Dad, if you want to introduce our next opportunity before we pray.
So we have an honor of one of our students is an outstanding singer and has been well-trained and is a teacher, professor in voice music as well, and did our voice lesson for the instruction here during this class. He's from Tennessee, in Knoxville area, and I thought it'd be appropriate since he is a professional singer, it'd be nice to have him sing for us here tonight. So I've asked Josh if he would sing God Bless America. So let's listen as he sings for us.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean white with foam, God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. That was awesome. One more item before we pray. In case you were not aware, the bid calling competition, round one is complete. The judges have tallied. We're going to let you know the finalists, but when we're going to bring all of you contestants up here, this is going to be after here in a little bit, for a big group photo, and then we'll announce those. And the finalists are going to each sell 3 items. One will be the Reppert blanket that's hanging right here. Second will be a Corvette model with the Reppert logo on it. And the third, which is the Dean of Students, Matthew's favorite, the football helmet, since we're football season. So if you want to come check these out as you're going through dinner, you can kind of get prepped up. Just in case any of you would want to take a cool piece of Reppert memorabilia home as we support our finalists. Now for prayer.
Okay, let us pray. Remain seated. Our Father, we thank you for bringing each person here to this Reppert reunion this afternoon. We thank you for the food that's been prepared in the kitchen here and for those who are part of serving it and attending to our needs here for food tonight. We thank you for the food that we have to eat. Pray that it'll strengthen our bodies with it. Thank you for each one who is participating here tonight. We thank you for the contest and be with those who will be in the finals tonight. And I pray that you'd bless our Christmas season and New Year's time and help us to have a special time with our family and friends during these holidays. And we pray for safe driving for those who will be driving back tonight. And we pray all of this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Okay, Tim will be dismissing you by table, so you can wait for him, enjoy the Christmas music, and we'll be back to you here in a little bit for the Hall of Fame ceremony. All right, everyone. Please continue finishing your dinner if you didn't get a slice of pie, or if you did and you want to get another one. I see quite a few others. I did try 2 different ones. But at this time, we're going to have our Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and I wanted to start by actually just reading off the list of current members of the Reppert Hall of Fame. Many of these names you'll know. If you don't know them, it's probably because you're too young, because they're super famous. But I'm just going to go ahead and read those off for you. Current members of the Reppert Hall of Fame include Riley Rittenhouse, Bill Kurtz, Sammy Ford, Russell Cruz, Russell Kiko. I think we have a Kiko in class right now. Let's go. Q.R. Chafee, Phil Neuenschwander, Pamela Rose, Merlin Woodruff, Leroy Van Dyke. Of course, all of us have been hearing the Auctioneers song at just about every break for the last number of days, which is fantastic. Joe Donahoe, Jack Christie Sr., Hugh Miller, Howard Buckles, Hank Wieskamp, Harvey Lambright, Greg Rice, retired from bid calling right here a year ago today, Freddie Chandler, Eli Fry, Ed Sprunger, Dennis Cruz, Darren Julian, graduated May of 1999, perhaps the greatest Reppert class of all time. That's my class as well. Dan Baker, Roger Lewis, Al Updike, Steve Almberg, got inducted last year, John Almberg, his father, and of course, for those of us who have been around for a while, super beloved Dean of Students, Ron Chafee. So we have a great class of inductees. There are, I think Dennis Cruz is here, but even though those folks aren't here, let's give them a round of applause for representing Reppert. And, Bill Sheridan's here. We were chatting right before dinner, and he made a comment that I really appreciated regarding Reppert and some other great organizations, but that Reppert develops leaders. And I appreciate that sentiment, and I think that we are proud of that here at Reppert, and those folks are certainly representatives of that, and we hope that you are as well. I'm going to now tell you about the 2025 Hall of Fame inductee. Before I do, when I'm done, we actually have a quick video while this person walks up that we're going to play for you. That'll be kind of cool, and then we'll allow them to share a few words, at which point we'll then kind of get ready and have our finals and announce who those folks are. When we think about Reppert, there's several ways to think about individuals who not just have been part of the organization. Most of our Hall of Fame participants graduated from Reppert, as this year's inductee did. But we also like to think about what they do for the industry and really what they do for Reppert on an ongoing basis. And so this individual has done a lot, has committed an immense amount of time on a consistent basis, which we're grateful for. I think you're grateful for it as well. And our inductee graduated right here at Reppert in 2003. As a third-generation auctioneer, is a world champion auctioneer and has conducted over 5,000 auctions, mostly automobile and equipment. He's been instructing here for many, many years, is here almost every single class, spends a lot of time with each and every student, and is now, as of this moment, also a member of the Reppert School of Auctioneering Hall of Fame, owner of Riggins Auctions and Auctioneers from Connecticut, Mr. Michael Riggins. I just love the auctioneering. I love to listen to great auctioneers. I love to be around guys that are successful in the profession, that really enjoy it and love doing what they're doing. So it's fun to be around.
Wow. Well, I'm sufficiently shocked. Thank you. I appreciate this. I don't know if I deserve it, but I do thank you. This school means a lot to me. It's meant a lot to my family. My grandfather attended this auction school. My uncle, my cousin, all auctioneers, all attended Reppert. So when I was asked to come and be an instructor here, it was more than an honor for me. It was an honor for my family and our auction legacy. It means a lot to me to give back to the students. I've been blessed in this profession. I am beyond grateful for every auction opportunity that I've had to work with and meet all of the auctioneers that I consider to be mentors and wonderful people. I'm so blessed to know the people that I know in this industry and to have made the connections that I've made right here at Reppert. This school has given me a lot, and I try to give back to it as much as I can because I feel like it's important to give back to what's been given to you. And this school, Reppert, and the Cruz family have given me a lot, and I feel important to give it back. So I do thank you. This is an amazing honor. I guess this means I'm old, though, right? Does this mean I'm old? A little scary, but I love doing it. I love teaching the students. I love being here and being a part of the Reppert family. I appreciate all of you. It's a blessing. It means a lot to me, and I'll continue to try to pour myself into every student and every class that I get the opportunity to instruct. So thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you, John. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm blown away, but thank you.
Well, congratulations. We had, Ron Chafee inducted last year, and he poured so much into so many of us for so long. And it's people like Michael who continue to do that today that carry on Ron's legacy, which is a Reppert legacy of investing in each student, and that means a lot here at Reppert. So that's why we do believe he is deserving, and even more so that he's not sure if he's deserving, which means he probably is. So thank you, Michael. We appreciate that. In just a couple minutes, finish up your dinners. Again, if you want to grab one more slice of pie, we'll cue up the music, and then we will bring all of our contestants up here for big group photo in just a couple minutes. evening. Stage, as well as our esteemed judges. We're going to do a great group photo. So if you were a contestant, are a contestant, and if you are a judge, please make your way, climb on up here. We'll line you up, and we're going to do a team photo. After the team photo, we'll have you all go back, sit down, and then we'll bring up the finalists, and then we will give you some instructions and get on with the finals. Look at this good-looking crew coming up here. Yes, esteemed judge. We're having the judges come up. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go see how we got here. I think we're going to do the two-line stagger program here, folks. So if you're I didn't say that, but if you want to be in front, that's okay. So let's have, let you two are a little bit taller. So I want you, why don't you come over here just to the left of the logo. We'll have you come over here just to the right of the logo. Let's put you right, yeah, so you scooch over. There we go. And let's have you come right here. Actually, you'll be on the inside of him. And then, so I'm going to have you push back a little bit. Back. And then, John, let's have you go back here. We'll have you slide over. And then here. Tuck in a little. And then, Evan, let's have you go right here. You'll be, yeah, and then let's have you curl in. There we go. Esteemed judges. Come on up, esteemed judges. Thank you. Yeah, we'll put you right behind John. Yep, now let's have you right. Let's have you here, and Josh, let's have you right in front of him. Is that too broad, or is that going to work? No.
Hey, everybody look up here. Here we go. Smile. Okay. Check them all.
Fantastic. You may take your seats. We will have each of the 5 finalists sell 3 items of Reppert swag. I would also point out, if you'd like to check, yeah, you guys don't go too far because the 5 of you are coming up here as the finals. If you would like, you can go to reppertschool.com. We actually have a swag tab if you want to get a Reppert hat or vest or something like that. If an item's on there you don't see or perhaps you'd like, certainly let us know. But right now, there are only 5 of these specific helmets. There were 5 other helmets, completely different from last year. The car is a new item, so there's only 5 of these. There aren't any more. And we have the blankets, which are also, again, very rare. I do have a bed in my office because I take naps or sleep here sometimes. And I use one of these, actually. So I have one, and Matthew has one, and Dad has one, I believe. Did we give you one? Good. I saw Matthew wanted to. I thought, what do we give Dad one of those for? They cost money. Maybe you'll get one for Christmas. But these are neat items. You can't buy those on the swag store. You can only buy them right here in the bid calling finals at the Reppert reunion. And we're excited to do this. We are a business school. We do want to develop leaders. We also have some pretty talented bid callers that have come out of Reppert and gone on to be champions, and we've got a lot of great ones here. So we are having a lot of fun, and we want to continue to nurture and train all of you that want to in their bid calling. We had a very, very tight list of scores. I wish everybody could be in the finals. I wish everybody could be a winner. But there are the scores, so it's very close. There are 3 of you that are this much from the finals. The 5 top score getters who will move into the finals will each receive $500 and will have an opportunity to win the title of champion. And the first of those 5 is Tanner Lewis. Come on up.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate
Welcome to the finals.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
The second is Isaac Stoller. Oh, he's really listening to the music. Here we go. Let's go. Welcome to the finals,
Thank you.
sir.
Appreciate it.
Take your wife out to dinner, or not? Maybe just yourself. The third, Grant Phipps. The fourth, Evan Gallo.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Dinner on me.
And the final and fifth finalist for the 2025 Reppert Reunion Bid Calling Competition, John Beachy. Welcome back to the finals. Enjoy dinner on me. Maybe you take it. All right, the 5 of you, if you would please go see Matthew. He will give you some brief instructions. They'll do your draw, so you have your order. And in just a couple of moments, then we will have those 5 come up and each sell their 3 items. While they're doing that, I had someone come up to me here a few minutes ago and say that there were several folks that were attending Reunion tonight that were not aware of the significance of the Reppert hoe. So I thought I'd give you just a quick recap. In 1921, January of 1921, Colonel Fred Reppert, who most regard as the first famous national and international auctioneer in our profession, decided to start Reppert Auction School in Decatur, Indiana. We've got the Reppert Auction School sign that hung down at the dormitory in Decatur that we've got, and Dad's rafters that were taken down. I did talk to my neighbor down the street. We're restoring that original sign, which would be pretty cool. So since we're restoring that, Dad doesn't have to be too mad at me for selling the roll-top desk, but we know it's going to a great home, so we're happy with that as it goes down to Boone Auction. And so what he thought was, hey, we need to make sure I've got some item that everyone can sell. So he went down to the hardware stores at Schaefer's hardware store there in Decatur, and he bought this hoe, and every student at the beginning of the class got up and sold it. And then at the end of the class, he had them sell it all again, or all of them sell it again. And so each and every graduate of the Reppert Auction School for now 104 years has sold this. Everyone is on the Hall of Fame list, and obviously thousands more have done this. And so we are very blessed to be the longest continually operated auction school in the world. And it's pretty special to stand up here. I know we had Mr. Shackleton. Is he still here? When I'm in here. There he is, way in the back. When he walked in, he's like, well, when do I get to sell the hoe? Because that's what everybody told me I'm excited to do. And so that has been a tradition, and this is not one we're selling, even though we sell it all the time. But that's a brief history, very special to the school, special to me. I got to sell it when I graduated, as I know many of you in the room did as well. So if you knew that, thanks for listening. If you did not, now you have a little bit of a snippet. You may be aware here, last year, We've had the flag logo, which is the one right behind me, for many years, since the 90s. And one of our students, who's got the hat from 1965? Where are we at? Right here. So there is one of the old logos that Reppert had, which included a gavel, as does this one. And as we kind of went through the 100-year anniversary, which unfortunately fell during COVID and kind of messed up some of our centennial plans, we designed this logo with the combination of the hoe and gavel. And so now we've got two logos. One's kind of that altar. The helmet, of course, has got the new one, and the car has the old one, and the blanket has the new one. So you can get in hats or apparel or whatever as we flip those around or with both. But we really do like the new. I love it. We got these lapel pins. If you're super cool, you have one. And if you're really nice to the Dean of Students, he might find a way to sell you one or give you one someday. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. He maybe not super up with that. But are we ready for the finalist? Okay. In that case, we will now have contestant 1 come up and sell those 3 items. We're going to sell them blanket first, car second, helmet third. Again, that's blanket, car, helmet. No description, but what you give it. Contestant number 1, Evan Gallo, take it away.
Ladies and judges and gentlemen, thank you so much for welcoming back up to the stage here. It's an absolute pleasure to sell you 3 more items today, and I'd like to start by congratulating the next Reppert class and sharing the legacy that we all share here at the Reppert School of Auctioneering. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and get right to it? We got 3 fantastic items that we're going to be selling at live auction, and without further ado, we're going to be going off with the softest blanket on the marketplace. I have one of these sitting in my office. This blanket is incredibly soft and incredibly warm, and the best part about it is that beautiful logo on it looks good hanging up on your office if you don't need it in the summertime. And what do you bet on them here? Who to get down? Dollar bid it down, get it $100. Dollar bid it down, 1, 1, 1, get it 50, get it 20, get it $5. Let's have an auction. 5, 10, 15, and now 15. Dollar bid it down, get it 15, get it 15. Now 20. Dollar bid it down, get it 20, get it 25, and get it 25. Now get it 30, get it 35, 5, 5, get it 35, get it 40, get it 5, 5, 5, get it 45. Now 50, and now 55, and get it 55, 5, 5, get it 55. Now 60. Who to get it 60? Who to get it down, get it 60? Dollar bid it down, get it 60. Go on ahead, do it. It's soft. And get it 60, and get it 55. Dollar bid it down, who to get it 16? Dollar bid it down, get it $55 bid it down, who to get it down $60 bid it down, get it $55 bid it down, who to get it down $60 bill. I'm $55 bid it down, who to get it down $68 bid it down, get it 60, 65, and now $65 bid it down 65, $70, sir, and get it 70, who to get it down 70, get it 70, get it 70, get it 70, get it 70, talk him into it, John, 675, now 75, and now 75, 75, 80, and get it 80, get it 80, get it 80, now 85, 55, 85, now $90 bid it down, who to get it 90, get it 95, get it 95, get it 95, get it 95, now $100 bill, $110 bid it down, $120, $120 bid it down, $120 bid it down, who to get it 20, get it 20, get it 20, get it 20. Are you sure? I gotta get 20. You said that before. Didn't mean a thing. $120. $120 bid it down. Get it 20. Get it 20. Get it 110 straight away. Gotta be 120, sir. I gotta get $120 bid it down. $110 bid it down. 120. Then I have sold it to you. $110. Sold it your way. And that buyer number today is going to be number 141. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have got an investment opportunity, and that's going to be the cheapest Corvette on the market, but branded with one of the most expensive logos in the auction business. That's going to be your Reppert Corvette. Ladies and gentlemen, help yourself here on this great Corvette. Here to go with the Reppert logo. What do you bet on them here? Who to get it down? Dollar bid it down $1,000. Cheap on a Corvette. $1,000 bid it down. $1,000. Get a $500 bid it down. Buy out $200 bill and $100 bid it down. $150. Let's go. And get a 50. Get a 50. Get a 50. 75. And $50 bid it down. Get a 75. 5. Get a 50 bid now. Who to get a 60? $50 bid it down. Get a 60. Who to get it down? $60 bid it down. Get a 50 bid $60 bill and now $60 bid it down. 60. $70 sir and 70 now. 80. Get a 80. Get a 80. Get a $90 bid it down. Who to get a 90? Get a 90. 100 bid. 100 and a quarter. $100 bid it down. 100 and a quarter. Bid it down. 100 bid. $125 bid it down. 110, 120, $120 bid it down, get it 20, get it 20, get it 20, get it 120, $120 bid it down, get it 20, get it 20. I hear it's cheap on gas. $120 bid it down, 110, 120, 120, 120, 130, $130 bid it down, get it 30, 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 120 right in a row, and 130 in the back. $130 bid it down, get it 30, get it 30, get it $120 bid it down, 130 and a half. Sold, sold, sold. $120 to number 192. Number 192. Now, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we have ourselves the Reppert helmet. We've had a great contest here today, full of talent, and you got a helmet up for the rest of the contest here today, and you can do it with style with the Reppert logo right on it. One of 5 to exist with this style. And what do you bet on here? Who to get it on? Bid it down 200, and now 200. I'll bid it down. Get it 2, get it 50. I'll bid it down. Get it 50. Get it 50. Get it 50. Get it 20. I'll bill. I get it 20, 30, 40. I get it 40. Get it 50. 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 I'll bid it down. Who to get it 50? Get it 50. Get it 50. Get it 50. Get it 40. 50. Now 60 and 50. I'll bid it down. Who to get it 60? I'll bid it down. Get it 50. I'll bid it down. Who to get it 60? Get it 60. Now who to get it 70? Get it 70. Get it 70. Get it 70. Get it 70. 70. 80. I'm $70 bill. $80 bid it down. Who to get it 80? 80. 80. But $80 bid it down. Who to get it $80 bid it down. Get it 80. But $80. Get it 80. Get it $80 bid it down. Who to get it 80? 75 to help you. 75 now 80. And $75 bid it down. Who to get it $80 bid it down. $75 bid it down. Who to get it 80 and a half? Sold it your way. $75. Going to number 192. Ladies and gentlemen, the pleasure has been all mine. Once again, Evan Galla from Canfield, Ohio. Thank you all, and God bless.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, judges. Appreciate the opportunity to be back in the finals here this evening. I've got 3 great items to sell for you tonight. My name again is Isaac Stoller. I'm finalist number 2 from Bluffton, Indiana, and we're going to start with the Reppert's blanket. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been cold for the last month, so I guarantee that's not going to hang on my wall. I'm going to be wrapped up in that here later tonight, or hopefully one of them here later tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, your bidding pleasure on the blanket, and what are you going to do? What are you going to pay there? Give $100 bill. Give $100 to go. Would you give 100? Who'll give 100? Give 20. Who'll give me $20 bill? I got 20. Thank you. Now 5. Would you get 25 and 30? 30. Would you get 30 bid? Now 5. Would you get 35 and 40? Would you get 40 bid? Now 5. Would you get 45 bid? Now 50. 60. 60 bid now 70. 70 bid now $80 bid. 80 bid now 90. Would you get 90? Would you get 90? $80 bid now 90. 80 bid 90. 90. What about 90? Hold on. Would you get 90? 80's bid. 90 to bid. 90 to buy. What about 90? $80 bid now 90. Anybody else? All in, all done, all through. Would you get 90? 80 bid now $90. Hold on. Would you get 90? 90. What about 90? 80 bid now 90. Sold your way. $80 buyer 178. 178 for $80. The second item here is the Reppert Corvette. Ladies and gentlemen, Christmas is next week. So get ready, and here's your opportunity to buy the Corvette. Makes a great gift for one of your fellow family members that have graduated from Reppert, or gets them excited about coming to Reppert Auction School. And what are you going to bid? What are you going to pay? Right there, give 100. Who'll give 100 on the bill? Give 100 to go. What do you give 100? Give 10, 20. Who to get 20 where? 20, 30, 40. How to get 40 bid now? $50 Honda. What to get 50? 60 bid. What to get 60 bid now? 70. How to get 70 bid now? 80. What to give 80 bid now? 90. What to get 90? 90 bid now? $100. I got 100 in the back. 100 bid now? Quarter. 125. 50. 100 a half. What to give on? 50. 150. And now 175. $150 bid now? 175 to buy. Give it a buy. What to give 175? 150's bid. 175. What to give 175? $150 bid now, 75 to buy, give it a buy, 175, 150, 175, $150 bid, haul in all through. Would you give 175, 175, 150, 175? Sold it all the way in the back, $150, 212 the buyer for $150. Thank you very much. Second item here, the third item here tonight is the Reppert helmet. Ladies and gentlemen, you got that difficult seller or buyer that's trying to beat you up, just put that helmet on. It'll protect you. You'll feel a lot better after that tough phone call. And what are you going to bid? Right there on the helmet. And what are you going to pay there? Give 100. Who'll give $100 bill? Give 100 away. What do you give 100? Give 10, 20. $10 bid now 20. $10 bid now 15. Who'll give me $15? $10 bid now 15. Where 15? Thank you. Now 20. Now 5. What do you get 25? 25 and now 30. Now 5. What do you get 35? I give it a 5. Bottom on a 35. That'll bid 40. 40. Get a 40 bid now 5. What do you get $45? How to get 40, 45, 40. Bid 45 to you, sir. You got to be 45. 45, thank you. Now 50, and now 55. What do you get 5 out of 5? Give it a 5. What do you get $55? 50 straight away. You got to be $55. 50 bid, 55 out of 5. Give it a 5. What do you get one more time? 55. He did. Now 60. Did he get $60 bid on him? What do you get 60? Where? 60. Thank you. Now 5. What do you get 65 out of 5? Give it a 5. Bottom 165. $60 bid now 5. Give it a 5. What do you get 65 out of 5? Give it a 5. Bottom $165 on him. What do you get 65? 60 bid, 65. Sold your way, $60 straight out, 115 the buyer, 115 for $60. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Again, my name is Isaac Stoller from Bluffton, Indiana. Finalist number 2. It's been a pleasure. God bless.
Good evening once again, judges, auctioneers, and friends. My name is John Beachy from Goshen, Indiana, and I am finalist number 3. Judges, thank you so much for having me back in the finals. I'm extremely humbled and honored to be back here on this stage. I've got 3 wonderful items for your bidding pleasure, and my first item up for bids is the Reppert blanket. It's got the iconic Reppert hoe on there and the gavel. Every auction student that goes through the auctions class gets to sell this Reppert hoe, as well as the gavel indicates every time we get behind the microphone, we get to say sold. Buying the blanket. All right, auctions on, and how many dollars here? Somebody give $100, and now $100. I get a bit of $5, $10. I get a bit of $5, $10. I get a $15, $20. I get a bit of $30, $40, and now $50. I get a bit of $60, $70, $80. I get a bit of $80. I get a $70 in the back, $80, $90, and now $100. I get a bit of sure you would. I get a $90 way in the back. You want to give $100, and now $10. I get a $20. I get a bit of $110. I get a bit of $20, and now $120. I get a bit of all in, all done. I get a $20. What do you get? $20. What do you get? $20. What do you get? $20, what do you get? $10, I get a bit of $20 and die. So $110 in the back of the room. 158. 158. Thank you so much. My second lot will be the Corvette. On my left, it's got the Reppert logo on there. A great piece of memorabilia to put home in your man cave. Now $100 here. Somebody give $500. I get a bit of $500. I get a $25.50. I get a bit of $7,500. And now $25. I get a $175. I get a $200. I get a bit of $200 now quarter. And now $200. I get a bit of $quarter half. I get a bit of $225 on the right. $250. And now $75. I get a bit of $300. I get a bit of $300. And now I get a $275. $300 y'all in. Now done. And now $300. I get a $75. I get a bit of $3 and I have sold. $275. Bidder number 147. 147. Thank you so much. My next lot is the Reppert helmet. It's football season, and last year I had the opportunity to buy one of these, and this is what I did. I took it home, put it in my office, and any time a graduate stops by or a champion auctioneer, I get them to autograph it. And the auction championship that they won or the year that they graduated from the Reppert Auction School. And it creates a great conversation piece anytime auctioneers stop by. Help yourself on the helmet. I get a bit of $500. I get a bit of $500. It's 10, 20. I get a bit of 30. I get a 40. I get a bit of $50. I get a bit of 60. And now $75. I get a bit of $100. I get a bit of quarter. I get a bit of 100. Left side. Now quarter. Now half. And now 150. 175. I get a bit of 2. And now $200. I get a 175. 2 quarter. I get a $200. I get a left side. Now quarter. All in. Now done. I get a $200. I get a bit of $quarter. I get a bit of quarter. Anybody else? I get a $200. I get a bit of quarter now. And now $quarter. I get a bit of $200. I get a bit of quarter and a half. Sold. $200. Bidder number 147. 147. Thank you so much. Again, my name is John Beachy from Goshen, Indiana. I am finalist number 3. Thank you all and God bless.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, judges, fellow auction professionals. My name is Grant Phipps from Plain City, Ohio. Honored for the opportunity to be back into the finals as contestant number 4. 3 more outstanding items for sale at live auction because auctions work, and we're going to get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first of which, if you turn your attention to your left and my right, is the Reppert blanket. Now, this Reppert blanket features the iconic hoe that dates back with the legacy to 1921. That's a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Reppert history. We're going to kick it off. Right there, but now, what do you want to now? Auctions on. Somebody give me $100. Now $100. Down 10, 15. Let you all play. And now tap it down 15, 20. And now $20. Down 30, 40. And now $40. Down 40, 50. Down 60. Down 70. And now $70. Down 80. Your turn. And now $70. Down 80, 90. And now $90. Money. Down $90. Down 90. Now $100. Down $100 bill, spend better, Jake. 100, 10. Now $100 down, 10, 10. Are you sure? I got $100 center field, back row. Now $100 down, 10, 10. 10, 20. Now 110 down, 120. I got 110. John wants another one to sleep in his office. 120, 130. Now 120 down, 130. Now 120 down, 130, 40. Now 130 down, 140. Now 130 down, 40, 50. Now John, your turn. Now 140 down, 150. 140 down, $150 is all. I got 140, 150. Now 140. Yes or yes, John. 140, 150. Now 60. Now 150 down, 160, Jake. Now 150. Down 160 now 70. Now 160 down 70. Now 70. I got 160 backhand. Got to be 170. Now 160 RB through. RB down. 160 down 170. 200. Got to be 210. Now 200 down 10. 10. Thank you for what you did do. I got 200 down 10. 10. $10 and a half. So $200 up front. Buyer number 184, and I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my second item is going to be the Corvette Reppert car. Ladies and gentlemen, all you auto enthusiasts and Reppert enthusiasts, all 2-in-1 package. Right now, down body one, down, so give me 100, but down 5, 10, now down 15, down 20, 25, 30, now 30, down 35, 30, 35, 30, $35 is all. 30, 35. I got $30 center field, got to be 35. Now 30, 35, down 35. New fire, 40, 50, now 40, 50, 60. Down 70, now $70, down $70, now 80, now 90, now $90, down 90, down $90, down 80, 90, now 80, 90, 100, now $90, money, take another drink, give 100, sir, now $90, money, down, bond, now $90, are we through? Don't want to miss ya, now $90, money, down, bond, $100, and I. So $90 center field, 115's your buyer number. Thank you, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my third and final item of the evening is a personal favorite, and it's the Reppert football helmet. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only a couple more for sale in America tonight, and now's your chance to buy. And how many dollars have it been down? Body one, probably been down. Somebody give me 5, 10. Let's roll. And now probably been down 15, but been down 20, 30. And now $20, but been down 30, but been down 40, but been down 40, but been down 40. And now 50, but been down 75. And now 75, but been down 70, but been down 70, but been down 75. Give 60, 70. And now 60, but been down 70. And now $60, but been down 70, but been down through. Football time, auctioneers and contact sport. You need this. Give 70. Now $70, but been down 70. And now 70, 80. But been down $80, money, but been down 80. I got 70 left hand side. Got to be 75 just for you, sir. And now 75. Now 80. And now 75. But been down $80. Now 85. But been 85. 85. Are you sure? Yes or yes? Got to go. And now 85. But been down 85. And now 85. Last call. And now 85. But been down 85. But been down 85. But been 85. 55. So, left-hand side, $80, and that buyer number is 179. Thank you, sir. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, judges, fellow auction professionals, my name is Grant Phipps from Plain City, Ohio. Finalist contestant number 4, thank you.
Well, good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tanner Lewis from Romney, Indiana, your finalist contestant number 5. Judges, I'm truly humbled by your decision to bring me back to the finals. Wouldn't be on the stage today if it weren't for so many professionals who have poured into me from the Reppert's program. I look forward to helping each and every one of these students in any capacity at all and help that future generation thrive. I'll have the next 3 items across the block here for the finals. We are going to start with the very first lot. It will be that beautiful Reppert's circa 1921 full blanket. Mr. Cruz, I want to see you out there. Make sure you do get one of these before Christmas. And we'll have the next 2 items following that as well. So let's go to work on the first one. The Reppert's blanket. Ladies and gentlemen, help yourselves. And what do I want to give? I got a bid money, give here, da-da-da. Who give 500? Will be the last one today. And I got 25 bid. Who give 50? And $100 bid 50. Thank you. And now $75 bid. I got a bid 50s here, $1 bid 75 and 100. Hey, $1 bid 100, quarter. And now 125. I bid here, $1 bid 100 bid 125. Sir, you got that bid number in your hand. You want to hold it real high for me? I bid 100 here, $1 bid. You look kind of cold. I got a bid 100 bid quarter. I bid 125 $1 bid now. Will 100 is bid. And now $125 you to give he $1 bid 25. And now 150. I bid 125 $1 bid 50 $100 now 125 $1 bid 150. Will 125 150 and I bid here $1 bid 25 $1 bid 50 $1. Sold the blanket for $125 bid. Thank you, bid. That goes to buyer 104. 104 will be your buyer. And we are ready for the second lot today. Look at that Corvette C8, beautiful car with the Reppert's logo. Die cast, just the last opportunity to buy one here this afternoon. Let's go to work on that one. Hey, here we go. Now I get a bid money. He down. Who give 200? Well, 200 out of the bid. 200 out of down to be the cheapest Corvette in America. 10 is bid. And now who give 25? Well, 10. Here down 25, sir. Thank you to bid. Who give 35? I get a bid 35. And now 50, sir. Well, 50 to bid. Here down 60. And now 75. High bid 75 out of 85. Well, 85 out of you want to give 85 and 100. Hey down to bid 100 out of down. I got 85 out of the bid. 1. High bid 85 out of the bid. 100 out of 85. You want 95, sir? I'll help you in the back door. 85 to bid. 95 out of the bid. 85. He down to bid 95. Anybody else want to give 95 out of the half? He down to bid 85. You want to give 95 out of the bid. I sold the car for $85 to bid. Buyer number 189. 189 is your buyer. Final opportunity for tonight. The last one, the Rydell, the Reppert's helmet, synonymous with the auction industry. Reppert's, what a brand. Let's go to work. The last chance to get one. Who give 1,000 a bid? Will 1. High dollar to bid, 1,000 down. Who get 500? High bid, 500 down. 25 is bid. Is that what you're saying? And now 50. Will 25. 50. Yes. And now 75. High bid, 75 and 100. Hey, dollar to bid 1. Will 75 is bid. And now 1. Yes. And now 125. 100 dollar to bid 25. Will 100 down. It's the last one, sir. 100 dollar to bid 25. High bid 100 down. 25 dollar to bid out now. Sure you would. High dollar down. Now 50. And now 150. Mr. Beachy. And high bid 25 dollar to bid 150. Will 125 to bid 150. And high bid 25 dollar to bid. The last chance to get one now. 125. Who bid 150? Will 125. Last call. High bid. Here to buy dollar to 25 dollar to bid. $150 die. Sold for $125 to bid. Is that buyer number 31? Buyer 31, your buyer on that helmet. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Tanner Lewis, contestant finalist number 5. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you to our finalists. Thank you to all the participants. And we'll cue up the music for just a couple minutes. We'll tabulate the results, and we'll bring up our bid calling champion in just a couple minutes. All right, folks, just a couple housekeeping things before we bring up the winner If you did buy one of those items, or if you hadn't already settled up, you can do so right over here. So please do that quickly and make sure you grab your cool items before you take off. If you are a student and you have your diploma, particularly if you have a long way to go, Matthew does have a few of the tubes that you can protect them in, especially if you're going to have a flight or a long drive. You might want to go grab one of those. And for you students, yes, remember to go back to the classroom, get all the rest of your stuff before you take off. Thank each and every one of you for being here. You can put it on your calendars for next year. We are normally going to be the second Sunday in December, which I believe next year might be the one day off of this. It's either the 13th or the 15th, whatever that is. So put it on your calendars. We'd love to have you participate. Let everybody else know. For those of you that did not win tonight, but did participate, we'd love to have you back. And maybe you don't want to bring other competitors, but certainly let them know. That'd be great. That'd be a blast. Thank you, each and every one of you students, for participating in this class. If all of us here attending could give these students a round of applause as they leave here and launch their next phase, their auction career. And also, if we could give our esteemed judges a round of applause for taking time to judge these competitors today. And all of you competitors, one more round of applause for everybody that participated here today. All right, now as a reminder, the 5 finalists all received a $500 cash prize, and this one's a little thicker. It smells so good. My favorite Uncle Ben and all of his cousins in here. So a $2,500 cash prize to the 2025 Reppert Reunion Bid Calling Champion is Mr. John Beachy. Mr. Beachy, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Well, thank you. I'm extremely humble and honored, but I'd first of all like to give all the glory to God. Then to the Cruz family and the Reppert family, thank you for laying the foundation for me to help me get started in the auction business, and for the friendships and the guidance over the number of years. Most certainly wouldn't be where I'm at today without that. And there's a lot of you guys sitting out here that I've become friends with over the years and have mentored me and poured your hearts and souls into me. This wouldn't be possible without your leadership. So thank you all, and I wish you nothing but the best and safe travels home, and I'll see you at the next auction or the next auction contest.
If the finalists would come back up, we're going to do a quick finalist photo. And anyone else here, if you'd like to grab photos with a classmate, or perhaps you're just here having fun and you want to take a photo up here, Bobby's here. He'll snap some photos. For those of you that are about to take off, thank you. We get you out of here a little early because we got some interesting weather. So thank you for making the commitment to be here at Reppert's. Oh boy, hold on a second. Hold your horses before we dismiss you. NAA Hall of Famer, bid calling champion, and President Bill Sherrod. He's a Triple Crown winner. Would you come up and do us a favor? Tim has 2 pies behind this curtain that we're going to bring up, and Bill's going to sell those 2 pies. The money we're going to pop into the scholarship fund. We've created a number of scholarships for Repperts that we're allowing students to apply for and cover part or all of their tuition. So Tim, can you grab those 2 pies and bring them up here? And we thank Mr. Sheridan for taking time to come down from Michigan and be here. It's an honor to have you. And thanks for raising a couple bucks for our scholarship fund. So Tim's going to bring them up, and we'll find out what we're dealing with.
Okay, the first lot is a purebred apple pie, sired by night and damned by everybody. And tell me, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do here now? Who's going to get more in? Who get $500 now? $500 bidder now, $500 bidder now, $500 now. I'll take a $100 bill. Let's get going. On a $100 now, $100 bidder now, $100 now. $100 here now, $100 now. Quarter. $100 here now, 25. Thank you now, 150 and 150. Thank you now, 75. Let's do it again now, $200 now. At two and a quarter. 20 250 bidder to 70 70 get them home here to 75. I am at 250 in the back, 75. I had 250 minutes now, 70 75. All in, all done at 75. I had 250 minutes, 70 to 75. Sold. 250, way in the back. What's the number? 178. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Everybody give Bill a round of applause. Thanks for being here. Honored to have you. All right, be safe on the roads. Thank you for being part of the Reppert family. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in from the interwebs and social media platforms. We hope you enjoyed your time, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon at the next auction school, or anytime you want to connect. Thank you very much. Have a great night.